Okay, let's say you are trying to make a video for your online e-learning course. Okay, so you're going to show the video on the web in your course. So you embed in the video. Okay, I would say you go with the and you're wondering about the video codec, audio codec format, you know, video extension, video size, frame size, the file size, and things like that. And you're wondering, what's the best settings that you could use for your video for your online course. Okay, well, I don't exactly know what your online setting is like, but I would say go with H.264 video codec, and for the audio choose AC. Okay, all right, going back to the video. Okay, frame size, frame width and height. Frame size is, it used to be, for the web it was really small, but today, you don't really have to worry about the frame size anymore. Okay, I'm using a standard video camera, so the source video frame size is 460 by 480. So I'm gonna just go with that, 460 by 480. Not gonna even change that even for the web. But if you really want to make it smaller, go with maybe you could go with 480 by 360. That's still 4:3 aspect ratio, which is a standard video aspect ratio. Okay, so 480 by 360. But in my case, 640 by 480, it's really big, but you can kind of control the size, with the coding later, so it doesn't really matter. What really matters though is here, the bitrate. This is going to determine the ending file size and actual quality of the video. Right now, my 4-minute video is going to be about 93 megabytes. It's huge, but you don't really need a 3 megabit per second, a bit rate. Normally, what you probably need is 250K. And so if it's a 4-minute video, ending size is going to be about 11 megabytes. That's probably a decent video size for the online course, unless you want to show it in a full screen size. It doesn't really have to be a really high quality. But if you kind of worry about the quality, go with 0.5. In other words, 500K bits per second. Still, it's gonna be about 18 megabytes per for the 4-minute video. That's pretty good compression, and it's pretty light and it's easy to show on the web. Okay. And okay, going to audio again. Sample rate, in other words, frequency of sampling, sample rate. If the original audio was sampled at the 48K hertz, then use the same sample rate or frequency. Sometimes depending on the device, it might be 44.1, but mine uses 48, so I'm gonna go with that. And it's stereo, original. If it's a stereo sound, go with stereo. But if it's a mono, then go with mono, because it doesn't really make sense to go with stereo anyway. Okay, then byte rate, if it's someone making a speech, 96 or 64 would be fine. But in my case, there are two people talking, and there's a nature sound and other ambient sound that I want to include clearly. So 128 is the minimum I would like to go. I don't want to go down even lower than that. So either 128, depending on the sounds. If someone's singing or something, I might even go with 160 or 120, 92. But 128 is okay all the time, always. Okay. Going back to the video, one thing I forgot to mention was encoding method. 2 pass, 1 pass, constant byte ratio, varying byte rate, constant byte rate, and I would go with this. It takes 2 times longer because 2 pass means going through twice. First pass is to gather data, and a second pass is second time around is to actually compress the video depending on the data gathered from the first pass. So 2 pass takes 2 times longer, but it's more efficient in terms of file compression, and the often quality might increase on just a little bit. Okay, so that's it. That's the setting. Wait, actually, okay, let's go back here. Actually, my purpose is not exactly showing it in the web, online course. I'm gonna upload it to YouTube, so okay, I'm gonna make it 3 megabits per second. The reason I'm doing this is, see, it's 93.18 megabytes. It's really huge for a 4-minute video. It's insanely huge, but because YouTube is gonna recompress the video, when it does that, the quality is gonna go down really a lot. But if you have a really high quality video to begin with, when the YouTube recompresses it, resulting quality is going to be pretty decent. That's why, because this is not going to be the ending, final product. What I'm trying to do here is creating the source file for the YouTube. That's why it has to be a high quality. If it's going to be the end product that you can just embed on a web page or something, go with the 500k bits per second. But I'm not creating the end product. I'm creating the source file for YouTube. That's why I could even go with the 6 megabits per second, like that. But it doesn't really have to be. From my experience, I think 3 megabits would do. Okay, so alright, that's it.